All right, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us today for our little Google Cloud Next 25 recap and insight. For those who are looking at us while eating, thanks for joining. Those going to watch us after with the recording only, well, you've missed something. So no problem. So I want to thank everybody to join us today. We're just going to walk through, the way we're going to run the event. It's pretty straightforward. Nothing fancy. So basically, fewer from the organizers. It's happening right now. We'll do a recap and insights. Basically, there's two sections. There's a little section where wanted to cover what happened before Google Next. So there was something really specific to the Google Developer Group, so GDG organizers for North America specifically. So Florian's gonna walk us through that, and then we're gonna, of course, tackle uh, the tech part itself, which is all the cool stuff that was announced at Google Next. So for those, I know we have other chapters that co-hosted. So there's people a bit from everywhere, but just for context, this is a GDG Cloud Montreal event, and host and speakers, myself, Stacy Verono, and I'm joined with Florian at the bottoms. Can say hi. Caesar was shy and off camera, but but still, that was joining us there too as one of the organizers. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, it's the first official one for him as an organizer and also online. So welcome, Caesar. It's a with the addition of Florian early on and now Caesar joining, it's really great to have more people within the chapter helping us organize. Florian has been really helpful in also bringing events in person. So thank you for that, and also he's working for Davis in Canada, so thanks for hosting us multiple times so far. Um, and yeah, so there's the main thing, and I'll pass the puck to you, Florian, right on this one. The main the main thing is the insights and everything. And we were in Vegas, so there's no other way of going in Vegas than actually having Elvis pop up. You don't have a choice. So we'll go there. And Florian, I'll just make me a sign when you want me to switch slide, and I'll pass the mic to you.
Okay, sounds good. Just can you hear me well? Because last time I had issue with my microphone, so I,
Yep,
I changed
I can hear you
everything.
super well this
Should
time.
work. Okay, perfect. So thank you, Stacy, and yes, welcome, Cesar, to join the GDG Cloud Montreal family. So just before going forward with what happened in Vegas regarding Google Next Cloud, we just want to tell you that we went there because just few days before the event, we had a huge workshop with all GDG um, organizer all across North America. So it was the main event, the main reason that we were present at the event. So just a couple of minutes to tell you what is the GDG North America GDG Summit, to give you some input and guidelines about what is the goal of that. This is an annual meetings with every organizer in North America this time. So we were the Canadian teams with the US teams. So the main goal was to discuss about all guidelines regarding all the events we have we would like to share with you. So what do we have to present? What are the main presentation that we should present to you? How can we improve our presentation to give you the most and the best presentation during the year? So yes, it was 2 days, one day and a half. We and the most important things for me was to meet everyone, to meet organizer all across North America. So it was the best place for that. So Stacy, if you switch to the next slide, it's just a couple of pictures to share with you. the mood we had during the days. So here in the picture we are here with Stacy, Alfred from GDG Quebec City, Florid from GDG London in Ontario, and Junette from Google. She's the one who helped us to organize those events from Google. So it was really good to meet the Google team at this event. And in the next slide, I think I just, yes, the next slide is the full Canadian organizer team. So we are a lot because Canada is a big country. So many cities were represented here. And that's it. Yes. So just to give you a couple of big view of what happened in the GDG summit this year. Ah, yes, and this one is also a couple of pictures of what happened in Vegas in between each event. So yes, we had some parties. So we had the chance to have concert during the next cloud. So it was cool. So it was a really great event. So it was a good warm ups before going to the next cloud.
Cool. I can see it's always the same three guys on the picture too, right? Like it's always
Yes.
a. So yeah, so the developer keynote was awesome. The Wizard of Oz piece, for those who, well, just to bring context, is that the Wizard of Oz is coming to the Sphere in Vegas, and Google is in there with well, Nvidia and a bunch of other people. Basically, is to show, it was a showcase also at the same time of technology. So yes, it's the movie, it's the original movie, but actually remade in a way that it fits the size of the screen that we have at the Sphere. Imagine it's a 4:3 ratio Wizard of Oz original movie, and now you're putting it on something that's like 12K or 16K resolution. You're gonna end up with a stamp. So now it's like, how do we actually like upscale this image? But then also there's so much room that if you go from 16:9, like 4:3 to 16:9, like there's like real estate that's like, what's going on here? And that's where they use what they call like outpainting, basically feeding a model with all of the original drawing and everything to bring context, like what is the movie like, what's the theme, the color palette and everything. And that way, well, in 16K res, well, say, okay, we have room, so let's actually paint outside of what we've seen in the original window, the original movie. So what happened on the other side of the screen? Maybe you see the husband or the uncle standing there, but then he's out of field in the second shot, but he's still there physically. So maybe he's moving and doing something. But with this, they actually went to that extent of like shooting, like in a way, shooting wider, bringing everybody that was out of field of view into the picture, and of course, leveraging AI to do so. In a way, that's a bit freakish. To be honest, it's just proving what they can do with the current model and the technology behind it, and of course, like bunch of this like running the rendering and all the prep and everything like running in Google Cloud. So it's I think it's going to be the first of many to come. I think. Cool. Well then, we're actually gonna like just jump in straight up and go in the Google Next piece, and we're gonna actually talk about the technology itself, which is why everybody is here. It's not just to hear like we had a fun time traveling in Vegas. So we have this like breaking down into like I would say like big highlight section, like infrastructure, AI, like the AI agent part and everything, like databases. So we'll go through those and bring you like the highlights of each. There are like was it like a 200 plus 600 announcements. Like it's something that you cannot just do in one event. There's multiple sources online where you can go to get all the details. The idea was to bring you like the main highlights from our point of view and bring it back to you. So we're going to jump in the infrastructure. I just want to make sure if Caesar, I know Caesar was a bit challenged on breaching the tech and everything based on his his work location today, but his mic is green, so I'm guessing he's good. Um,
Yes, this, can you hear me?
yes, I can.
Yeah, so sorry, and sorry, I am having like a problem with the camera, but let's start and we
Yeah,
can go through the
we'll do
slides.
it anyway. You don't have 20 slides, so I'll bring you. We're at the infrastructure part, so we'll just jump right in and go the infra highlight, and I'll let you jump in on the three items we're tackling on this section.
Yeah,
All yours.
so big announcements. It's about Cloud One. Basically, the this is kind of it's related to the backbone of Google, and basically it's to be able to integrate with your own enterprise one, connect Empire data centers branches, and with actually a super fast speed. And this is basically something that was kind of a big announcement in terms of networking. AI high computers. So yeah, I don't know if you are familiar with like in terms of the models, TPUs. So this is kind of something that it's like it's trying to make more like demo, democratize the use of AI high computers. So this is like something that eventually will be kind of being more available and like a better cost to consumers. Uh, those are the two like a big kind of things related to infrastructure. And the next one, uh, for those that are like in working on government or like a bank industries. So and you still need to use Gemini. This is something that it was announced that GDC, so the Google Distributed Cloud, comes with AI. So in this case, that if you want to use Gemini inside of your data centers without leak any information, this is very cool. So that is coming integrated with GDC, and this is like something that a lot of industries such as bank and governments will be basically getting very beneficial about this new feature. And those are the three like infrastructure highlights in terms of like a speed in networking, like a TPU consumption. And to recap this, being able to use Gemini in on-premise with a secure network and not expose any of the data that you are basically using to Gemini to consume. Those are the three like major infrastructure and announcements.
Cool. Thank you, Caesar. And then, well, to just to replay before you join, like Floriana, we're welcoming you to the team. So great to have you with us for GDG Cloud Montreal as a co-org, my friend. And yeah, and Gemini on GDC, like super important to be able to bring the AI where your data is, because where your data doesn't want to go, then we'll bring the AI to you. So that's it's a great way to tackle those hard use cases when compliance and security and all that are into play. Um, we'll tackle the others. Of course, like all the slides were generated. All of this was actually generated straight up in Google Slide with the image generation baked in. Bluntly put, it doesn't suck anymore. So it's I'm being honest. So actually that right now it's really great, and I was able to do that like straight up in the slide. So super. Just to give it context, those are basically AI models just chilling by the pool. So maybe Claude is there with Gemini, and his other friend Mistral is in the back, chilling on the chair. So when it comes to AI models, of course, everything that was announced, well, there's always stuff like if you're using AI Studio and all that, like there's already things out there that you can already use. So it's not like it's special. Gemini 2.5 Pro was, of course, like announced more officially, and Flash, which is something that was already rolled out a bit, like in Gemini app, like either web or the app on your phone. start working with that. Big difference, like any of the Pro and Flash version of before. Pro is really made to handle like it's heavy lifting and heavy task. We have a nice little example of like debug quantum entanglement, or like could you rewrite this COBOL code into .NET, and then after that, like I need to do a React, can build a React app for this COBOL code. Maybe Gemini 2.5 Pro can assist you, and if I'm not mistaken, and then Jin is there, so maybe can gives me a thumbs up. I think there's a 2.5 Pro like IO edition that's really tailored for developers for helping you code. So that's something they're pushing before IO, which is, if I'm not mistaken, next week. So good thing. So Jen is smiling, so cool. And the Flash ones, basically, as before, you don't want to actually just like pay with a kidney to run a model. So you just like, hey, I need like fast and I need fast and like I'm giving you an input, I need fast output. Keep it cheap. 2.5 Flash is always your friend, or your new friend until 3.0 comes in. Then that's your new friend. So other things that were also like in the AI model, there's something called the AI model optimizer. Basically, the idea is it's kind of a mix and match of optimization, like model tools and budget. So say, hey, I have 25 cents, and can you just give me something with this model and give me what can I get for 25 cents? Actually, with Flash, you can get 25 cents can bring you like quite kind of far. But this actually allows you to tweak your model based also on constraint, which is sometimes can be budgetary, because sky's the limit. Like we can rack a bill that's insane when we're trying to optimize model, but this actually allows you to gate a bit more thing, and allows you also to um gate more things, but also like put a budget constraint, kind of a FinOps constraint, over AI model training, but not at the project where you're hosting it, but also inside, directly inside when you're training your model. So that's something that was also announced. Another one was the Live API. So the Live API, it's basically, and I saw a blog post, like I think it was yesterday, so I kind of hijacked their diagram. So uh, if I remember the blog post, I'll call it out, but it's not mine. I think it's coming maybe from Google directly. So basically, the Live API idea is just basically is that you see it as it's a multimodal API you can like pass information to, but it's multimodal, so you can go with I'm gonna feed you like sound, image, and video, and then like start doing stuff. So that agent can process multiple input the same way like what you can do with Gemini Live on your phone. You're going to be able to talk to it. It's going to be able to see, and it's going to be able to give you information. And you can feed it pictures. Same thing, but like API driven. So you're able to feed your thing. So you're able to maybe build a customer service agent that can leverage all of these inputs live to be able to actually solve issues. So maybe by if you look at something, say what is this, is gonna maybe use like the equivalent of Lens and then do a search, bring you back images. So that it's a multi-input way of sending information to model. Is gonna get like split up by type of content and then actually giving you back like information. So it's pretty powerful. If I'm not mistaken, yesterday was announced as like officially GA, so we can really like play with that right now. So keeping up with the AI model, there's Lyria. Lyria basically is text to music. I've tried to use it. It's on invite only in GCP for now, and it's not an AI studio, so boo. I would have loved to use it, because my goal is to take their example, let's say like compose an epic orchestral piece, which for my apps, loading screen title, waiting for APIs. So I would have taken verbatim and run it and see what the output and actually play it back. Sadly, it's on invite only, and I'm not on the invite list. But that's the idea. Is like you have an idea, like you generate text to music. You have a prompt, you get an output. The output is actually music. VO2 has been pushed on the Gemini app also for for everybody. So the idea is that, well, basically I have a text and I put in a prompt and I get an image, or I get a video. You can tell it also like to animate stuff. Like if you're using AI Studio, you're able to go a bit further with VO2, which means that you can upload like I don't know, like I'm uploading this flat but then I'd say like animate this, and it's going to actually do a tree model with it, which is kind of great. So, but if we take the prompt that's there, it's like VO2, like generate a video showing a golden retriever fetching a data packet from the cloud. And it kind of looks like this. I think I don't know if he's fetching it or if he's by barfing packets from the cloud. I don't know. But that's just the prompt. That's the prompt. That's the output. Super simple. You can download the video. It's in 720p. You can drop it whenever you want, and then you can play it back in your slides. But that's giving you an idea of like quick. It's quick, but the output is it's quite good. After that, in the models that were announced too, like it's always like there was Chirp 2, now 3. If you want to generate audio, based on audio, I mean like a voice, not music like Lyria, but really like a voice. If you create like a voice for a mascot or a voice for something again, or if you want to analyze actually audio files or specific things, Chirp is able to do that for you. So that's great. And this one is actually available in Google Cloud without invite. You're able to play with it. The other one, pretty well, not standard, but I mean like we've used it. Imagen tree, which is your text to image. So again, you provide a prompt, and you're able to like get some stuff generated. To put this more in context, we're saying like, okay, well, I'm in Google AI Studio, and I'm using 2.0 Flash with the image generation baked in. So I'm going to ask him like create a photorealistic image of a server rack blooming with flowers. Then boom, I got something. Why is there flowers in a server rack? I don't know. It's probably the worst nightmare of anybody working in IT. Uh, so, but then I'm going to use in painting. Wizard of Oz, I've mentioned like going wider with the canvas, so that's out painting, but you can do in painting. Basically see it as layers if you're using Photoshop or whatever. I say, okay, like, can you add a little something? So, like, can you add hummingbirds sipping nectar from network cable for whatever reason? And yep, like we can see that we have our little friend here. Like the bird is there, the network cables are there. It's a bad cabling job, so not a good thing. But so that's in painting. What about out painting? I've mentioned that before for Wizard of Oz. So like, can we go a bit further? Yeah. So like, can we just now like do out paintings that put this, but put it in a cornfield? I don't know why, but let's see what's actually doing. And now like it's taking the same image and then just like dropping it in a cornfield. So it's not remaking the image, it's actually like kind of layering it inside your prompt one after the other. So it's one way to be able to leverage image entry. And that's why it said like also like this is what we have in like Google Slides. And that's why I said like it doesn't suck anymore because I'm able to do that anymore. So sorry for anybody at Google Slide team who was pushing for Imagen 2. But yeah, it was not the best thing. But this is really accurate. Like we're like now this is useful for everybody. The prompts and the results are like bang on. So next, we're going to go to the AI engine platform itself. So of course, like our AI models were by the pool, but the agents they're more chill. So they're in the Vertex AI Lounge, taking it easy. It's been a long day, Google Next, right? So you have to chill a bit. So yeah, so the thing is that the AI agent platform as a whole is massive. So it's there's a lot in there, but there's multiple things. The main thing is that they come up with something called and everything has been separated in like in color. Color is going to be like the main sections of these of like subsection of this. So customer engagement suite, basically it's like an AI toolkit to help better customer interaction. So like chatbot, CRM integration, AI support for teams, but like in a way that makes things way easier for customer to bring this over inside their environment and be able to actually like do something with it. So that's the goal is to enhance productivity through an engagement suite that makes things like easy to integrate with. If I'm able to integrate with Salesforce properly, then my chatbot can talk to it properly, like with a low-code, no-code approach. It's awesome. We also have the conversational agent console that was there. It's basically kind of a centralized dashboard to manage customer service bots. So again, linked to the engagement suite, so you're able to see anything that's happening, kind of a single pane of glass. that's something you're able to go there. Then you're also able to monitor and see what's happening, not just logs, but also actually like behavior. So if anything deviates from like a baseline you've set up, the agent console is kind of like your operational, your AI ops for agent kind of console within GCP itself. We have some pre-built agent, so that are out there. So it's something that's uh, if you need something like I need, a store locator agent. So okay, there's one, you pick it up, and then you're able to deploy it. There's some of them also like for security. There's a bunch of them out there that you can leverage. They also added third-party connectors. Same thing, like if you want to integrate like an agent with an external system, that's where like the entire like agent to agent, but also like MCP part came into play. So we're stretching the fabric of like our agents can actually interact with each other within the system, but outside the system also. That's why like Microsoft also like joined the A2A bandwagon this week. So we're all part of a one big happy family of like having agent to agent within the stack or within stack of AI agent talking to each other. But then if you want to talk to external system, you can push things to leveraging things like MCP, where say, okay, well, if I do a Terraform apply, everything is good, then flash the lights in the house, woo, it works. So you're able to do kind of those things. So that's where we're stretching the entire ecosystem itself with third-party connector, but also with the agent to agent and the ADK also, which is actually what this is here. So there's also in the platform the AI agent builder. So basically allows you to build advanced multi-agent platform system, so that you're able to collaborate between agents. Kind of the goal of it all. Kind of decomplexify the entire agent building process, and you're able to basically do better problem solving also with it. The ADK, which is the agent development kit, it's probably something that was like super well received at the developer keynote, if I'm not mistaken. So it's basically your SDK to integrate with to be able to talk to your AI agents or anything. So the ADK is something you can just load up, even in Python as a library, and then you can start doing your thing. Everything in Python to start. I think more other languages in the future, but it's a great way to say, well, okay, I have my ADK, and that ADK, which is like it's the SDK, the libraries and everything, allows me to talk to my proprietary APIs that I've built, but I'm able to do this in a way that's standardized, but also it's going to be the ADK, if I'm not mistaken. Um, um, so yes, to James' point, like AI is going to talk to itself without humans. So Skynet, yes, exactly. That's where we're going, 100%. So, yeah. Well, the thing is that like having all of those new integration brings, which is awesome, but also like brings, and we're gonna cover security later on. But I mean, it brings that entire thing is like, okay, like is there any point of connection where we actually don't have visibility where we should, or any sort of control, because we need to know like how do I connect? And that's why like for those who are using MCP with Claude, it's like why doesn't it like actually work with Google Cloud? Like why can I like tie in like Gemini as a model also to MCP, which is like something that was more in the Anthropic and Cloud ecosystem. One of them is that not SAML, but another like OAuth support was not like baked in. So that like the latest release, it was announced magically now like we have actually integration. So there's missing controls in some areas to prevent the entire Skynet thing to happen. So don't think we're there yet, but we're nor do I wish to to get there quick, but it's definitely it's bringing concerns in terms of security and control, where we can see that we can easily have elements talking to each other for sure. So there was the Vertex AI engine also that was announced like at the developer summit. So also keynote. Massive managed environment for running agent workflows. So you're able to drop your agent and do workflows. That agent is running within GCP itself. So it's basically AI agent is the engine that powers the AI agent magic. So I have all my agents, but I need workflows to tie all of this together. So AI agent is my let's see, like a workflow agent for engine for AI agents. Um, and then there's the A2A protocol also, like that was that's open source. So basically, it's what I was mentioning early on, a way to have like agents talking to each other through a standard framework. So A2A, which is where Microsoft also like pitched in, said, "Yeah, I'm supporting this also," is open, so that way it can be standardized across anybody who wants to use it. Which makes things easier. So anything that's agent related can live in a box. Anything that's MCP kind of thing, where it's I need to connect to something else that's not within the realm of where my agents are running, I can leverage that MCP server client kind of integration, so I can flash the lights when somebody does a pull request at my home. So that's something you could do. That's probably a good demo to do at one point in the future. Still in the AI platform, there's a lot in there. So sorry, I'm just like a talking machine, but want to cover as much as we can with the time that we gave the event. So like the Google agent space, basically keeping it simple, it's your app store for AI agent. You go there, and then you're able to find an agent that fits, and also fits inside the agent gallery, which is all of those basically pre-built agent that exist out there. So the ready-to-use agent, you can pick them up and say, "Hey, I need this, I need this, I need this, I need something good to like summarize meetings," and you don't want to use, the paid stuff, but you see something that's actually can run in your environment, so you're within control. You're able to do that also with browsing the agent gallery. There's always agents somewhere, but those are the last two. Where can I find the AI agent link? That's a question. So I'm going to give that to Florian and Caesar to go find the link and paste it in the chat while I'm talking. Thanks, guys. So the agent designer, the kind of a no-code agent builder, is like I have a workflow that I want to convert into like actionable thing that has an endpoint. Sorry about that. So then basically it's my agent. I'm going to create something simple, but just like, yeah, example, like agent design, a simple agent that's going to remind me to water my plants based on a schedule. Of course, somebody says that that's a calendar. Like, just like, but so yeah, well, maybe there's some other variables in my schedule I would like to feed my agent so it reminds me at the right time. So when I'm at home, actually, and when it's been, I don't know, like 30 degrees outside for the last 3 days, remind me based on parameters. Because on its own, right, this, like, yeah, well, that's a calendar reminder, man. You're just not, there's nothing. But that's the thing. It's like you have to bring context. Like all the parameters you can't put in a calendar, you could actually put in that agent to remind you at the right time. Maybe you have a sensor also that's telling you some information, so they can all talk to each other, and actually with a no-code approach, you can still get the information, kind of, and get you going, which is great. And of course, there's the Chrome search bar integration. That's not for everybody, sadly. It's if you're using Chrome Enterprise, which was what point that was called like Beyond Corp Enterprise or BC. So if you're leveraging Chrome Enterprise, you're able to have like basically kind of a sidebar where Chrome, where the entire agent piece is baked in, and then you can interact with an agent within your browser. So that's pretty good. So there's some stuff that's happening more on the like the let's say the Chrome classic way, but the entire like talking to an agent specifically, you'll have to cough up and go Chrome Enterprise. But that's something that if you're the company you're working at actually has Chrome Enterprise, you can say, hey, can you activate the Chrome search bar integration, please? That'd be cool. And that's that one. I'm gonna call out Jin on this one. This one's for you. The developer highlights. So it's not Flutter, sorry, but it's it's I made it like it's basically it's a rave party around like Firebase Studio that was announced. If you were ever a Project IDX user, I was one of them. So it's like your web-based IDE, but next gen, all like powered by Google. All of this has been baked in with of course like Gemini AI integration and all that into like the Firebase Studio. So Firebase Studio, basically your cloud-based IDE, So you can just go there if you have a Google developer account, and if you don't, I strongly suggest you create one. You have 10 workspace, which is your like your environments you can create, included with your developer account, which is $0. So why not? So you're able to actually be there. You can integrate with GitHub, do your thing. AI baked in. Gemini is baked in there. And if you have specific models you want to use, there's also an integration that brings you to, let's say, Vertex AI. Then you can say, hey, you know what? Like in Firebase Studio, I want Claude 3.7 to be my buddy. So you put your keys, select your model, and then boom, Bob's your uncle. You're able to do that. Vibe coding with Firebase Studio. Yeah, vibe coding. Yeah. Okay, don't get me started. Uh, but yeah, good point, Jin. That's exactly it. And of course, like Gemini Code Assist. So basically, it's your AI-powered code assistance, and that's where I've mentioned like there's a Google I/O edition that's in there with a 2.5 Pro. It basically this one actually just like with this release, it just went and just like number one in actually we went from a bit like Google Slide where like that to like wow it's awesome. So same thing here. So great announcement, but also like you're really able to have, I would say like you have your coding buddy. So with you, and it's super powerful. It's not an intern; it's actually somebody super powerful in coding. It can help you go through many things, from like explanation to like writing unit tests or explaining classes specifically to your code. That's something that's Gemini Code Assist can do for you. And is did I just put it twice? Cloud Assist? Yeah, no, Gemini Code. Oh, sorry, Code Assist and Cloud Assist. Cloud Assist, if you're inside GCP console, you already had like the little Gemini logo. It just like now it's even more powerful because it's backed by 2.5 also. If you never used it inside the console, you're actually able to have it explain you specific things, and also like even like generate like G Cloud commands for you that you can execute in Cloud Shell. You're able to do that without a problem. And Cloud Hub is now a basically a centralized dashboard that was not there before. But if you're in the GCP console, you can see it like in the drop down now. It's basically a way to see all of your managed cloud resources in one place. So it's your single pane of glass for seeing everything um, that you have. And if there's anything weird, because sometimes there's weird stuff in Security Command Center, but you don't necessarily see it. So if there's anything weird or like stale VMs, like oh yeah, there's that rogue VM I forgot about, the one that's doing Bitcoin mining, then you're able to see it in Cloud Hub directly. And of course, Cloud Run's not new, but what did with Cloud Run is that anything like GPUs for Cloud Run, but also like Cloud Run functions are now full GA. So you're able to just easily deploy. Also supports Vertex AI, so you're able to just send your machine learning code straight up in Cloud Run with a GPU and have it run itself. If you need this to be in multiple regions, you can have you can expose your service if you want to, and have multiple backends. Multiple backends being actually you have the same backend, but you're deploying it in multiple regions, but it's all handled straight up into Cloud Run. So as we move along, we're gonna hit the databases part. So yeah, I don't want like there's like yeah Cloud SQL, Cloud Spanner's there. I'm gonna take a guess that Oracle is the one yelling in the background. So so it's not happy. But there are some database highlights too. Like it's not about all like yeah, there's no agent. There's probably gonna be AI though, but like maybe no agents. So BigQuery also like always evolving. So BigQuery, if somebody played with BigQuery Canvas, also like it's awesome, where you're actually able to kind of talk with your data and get stuff going, even like reports generated in your Looker Studio or even like Looker itself if you had subscription. So you're already able to go down a bit further. But now it's really like we're really like helping people going from data to AI in a way that makes sense, because there's that meme running around where it's like like crap data has got like crap ML, crap data with AI on it. There's just like AI grab data anyway with AI. It doesn't change it. You have to fix your data sources. Anybody else. That's the name of the game. Everybody wants to do AI, but everybody has bad data. If you have bad data, you won't go anywhere. So, but if you're able to bring it to like to a place like a data warehouse like BQ, and then from there you're actually able to actually just starting converting things, making things cleaner because the platform allows you to do things quicker. Then it's beneficial for everybody. So if you're able to get clean data in faster, then you're able to actually augment everything you needed to be able to do like proper AI if you want to. But it allows you the evolution of BQ allows you like really like go from like structured unstructured data, converting entire like data life cycles. A lot of manual work has been put out, so you're more you're more inclined to actually leverage BQ itself because you know that even from there's some of that tedious ETL jobs that you can do even if you're testing something out can actually be done straight up in in BQ. And then you can also, like from a data set, just ask plain out in English, even in French, can you automate this? Can you do this? Can you find correlation? Can you help me analyze or bring me some insights on my data? You'll be able to do that in BQ. There was also some stuff around like AlloyDB, also like which is our Postgres compatible database, of course, enhanced with AI. But also works with agent space. So for the integration is great, and you're also if you need a massively distributed Postgres friendly kind of database, AlloyDB is your go-to. So you may want to take a look at that, especially if you're working in the AI realm. That's also something super useful. And there's some stuff on the SQL server side. That's the last one on database before it's security. It's around basically SQL Server modernization. So SQL Server talking like the Microsoft stuff. But if I want to go from like SQL Server to Postgres, so now there's some other, of course, like AI is involved in there because we're matching schemas. We have to rewrite a few things. So, but it allows you to move the way it's been baked in now in the data migration service, like the DMS, the database migration service, allows you to actually move your data out faster from an SQL server to a Postgres SQL server easily. So you're moving from like license to open source. So you remove the licensing model straight up in GCP, so you don't have to spin a cluster that has a licensing cost. Sorry, baked in. You can just go straight to Postgres. So a great way to be able to move from A to B quicker and with less people. So tackling the security, which is something that's always near and dear to my heart. Basically, to summarize everything that happened in there, is I have 2 slides, and I wanna keep it short on this one, even though it's super important. What happened is that there's 2 things. There's the unified security that happened, which is your massive now dashboard that embodies everything security in GCP. Security Command Center, yes, that's one thing with the premium offer. There's the enterprise offer. There's SecOps also now, which is your SIM and SOAR, and also the Mandiant offering and VirusTotal, and all of those components all baked together, like into a unified security offering that's actually, have everything in one place. So if you have if your security team, your SecOps teams, like they're going to be happier. If they're happy, everybody's happy. Of course, the entire platform itself has been empowered or say augmented with like AI power. So you're able to for me it's reducing the learning curve for anybody who has to join the SecOps team. Is having like instead of writing Yara L rules in your sim to try to find stuff out, so well, basically just like ask it in plain English, and like AI is going to help you convert this into exactly what you need, and you'll be able to get your insight. So it's flattening the learning curve. So SecOps teams also like can grow faster than say, well, to be a good SecOps teams member is going to take you like I don't know, like 18 months, so if not more. So that's actually helping a lot. So also in the security piece, in that unified security, there's also like at least for anything where a machine learning model or anything on the AI side actually misbehaves, like the security platform will also now notify you. You're able to define your guidelines, and when you derail, you're able to actually get notification. So super useful. So you're and you're also able to from the addition from the security agents piece, having a triage agents, which is something that helps you again, like in empowering the SecOps team, having something that can triage whatever is happening coming from your sources, so that it can be triaged into a P1, P2, P3. Is it like something for the red team, or what's happening? You're able to have that. It's in preview right now, so depending if you have a good buddy at Google, talk to your rep or something to get access to these if security is something that you are really concerned of. And if you're not, you should be anyway. So like at least look at what security mechanism you should think when you're playing with anything AI inside the platform itself. So continuing on the security part, the security operation, the SecOps idea is a data pipeline, so be able to ingest from multiple sources anything straight up into GCP and into your security platform. So you'll be able to parse, custom application log. There's a lot of things are like, oh yeah, we know the logs from, I don't know, like Fortinet coming in, like we know the format. But if you have your own application or third-party apps that has a specific structure, with data pipeline, you're able to define the structure of what you're receiving, and you'll be able to do things like redact PII data. Like, so, hey, here's my social security number. I don't want it. So just make sure it's redacted before it actually hits anything. And then actually, if you're in Europe, it meets GDPR. You don't have to be in Europe to actually meet GDPR requirements, but actually, this brings you that little extra. And then security command center, I mentioned it before, like all the AI protection scans that are like baked in. Also, if you want to check the deviation of a model armor. So all of those are the extra things that have been added security-wise um, inside the security piece in GCP. Compliance hub, that's the last one. Then Florian, I'm gonna call you out. Uh, so I've been talking a lot. So you can play me back at 0.5x. Probably is gonna be it's gonna be easier. But compliance hub, just to finish on the security side. Uh, Security dashboarding, it's nice. You're able to see what's going on and all that, which is cool. But also, um, you have the compliance hub and security command center, where you're able to provide not just like a generate a report and where do I deviate, but you're actually able to see, monitor and report against specific standard. Said, yeah, I need to be HIPAA compliant. We're not in the US, so HIPAA is but they said I need to be PCI compliant. So PCI payment card industry, if you're processing any type of like credit card data and PII data, you're bound to this security standard. So PCI DSS is there, depending on which level 1, 2, 3, 4, like and the version. Well, we already add that as a report, but now you're able to actually, with that compliance hub, have a better view of where you stand, and also what needs to be corrected if you deviate from said standard that you've assigned yourselves. Like, yep, you know, I want to show up and say to my auditor that I'm paying vast amount of money. Uh, this is where we are. This is our stance with, like, I don't know, like CIS, like our CIS benchmark, or NIST 800. Like we need to be compliant. Coming in, the auditor has a clear report of this, like with, let's say, RAND the morning they're coming in. Say, hey, this is where we are. This is our stance with PCI. This is our stance with like CIS benchmark. This is where we are, and everything is in the green. So you should like probably like just rubber stamp me. Said you did a good job. So we're gonna wrap things up, and I'm just gonna do one slide before I wrap things up. I said that I'm gonna. It's just actually no, that's the one. So I'm gonna pass the puck to you, Florian. I just added also the from the virtual mixer on June 5th. That's coming from the entire community. I added that to the slide, I think this morning or yesterday. I just wanted to so now that's something that's going to show up in our registration page for GDG Cloud Montreal as a co-hosted event. We'll do that at the end of the week. So that's it for me, people.
Yes.
Um,
Thank you,
So,
Stacy.
and
Yes,
Jindy's doing selfless promotion, saying there's a Flutter meetup tomorrow.
yes, it's true. At Les Trois Brasseurs in Montreal downtown.
That's good.
So I think you should probably have some beers. I think in the old port. Yes, thank you, Jin. And I shared the link for the event Build with AI virtual mixer in the chat if you want to as a VP. Thank you, Stacy, Cesar, for the summary because many announcements in only 45 minutes. It's not easy, so we did it. So regarding the next future events, we'll have the Google I/O extended in June. In June, we don't have the date exactly yet, but we should have it in a couple of weeks. I think we'll have a recap of what happened in Google I/O. Google I/O is early next week. I think, Jean, again, you will be part of it. Unfortunately, I won't be able to travel there, but I should be available online. Then we'll have the build with AI in July. To again, we don't have any all the details regarding the
Yeah.
event, the venue, etc.
It's supposed to be the 8th so far, but
Yes,
it's supposed to. It may
it's
change.
supposed to. It may change. So again, we should give you all the details in a couple of days. And at the end of the year, we'll have the Dev Fest here in Montreal. So again, I don't know what will be the venue, the date exactly. So last year it was in Concordia. Don't know will be the same this year, but it should be our last event in the year, and maybe we will plan other quick demo or presentation during the year. And for that, you will be able to join us on Discord if you use the QR code here. And I don't know if I can uh, copy paste the Discord link in the chat. Here it is. Yes, so if you have any question, if you want to have all the news regarding all GDG chapters in Montreal, it will be available on Discord. So we have Discord, but we also have LinkedIn. So we have our LinkedIn page. Same, we'll share all the news or the next presentation we'll have during the year. So the link is here in the chat. And we also have our YouTube channel. So the video is recorded currently. I think it will be uploaded in a couple of hours if everything goes well. So we'll tell you on Discord once it will be uploaded. So we have our YouTube channels with all the record and all the presentation that we have here in the GDG Cloud Montreal. And I
I don't know if you want
think
to
it's
paste the link also to YouTube at the same
yes,
time, since you're on a roll
yes,
with
yes.
your cut and paste. So
Uh,
let's keep it going.
copy, paste. Here
Cool.
it is. Yes, and the last slide is the talk submission. So if you want to present, to share something regarding the cloud with Google, you you are free to do it. We are pleased to welcome you if you have any submission. So do not hesitate to contact us. You don't need to be a super expert on the domain. Just share with us your experiences with the tools that you are using. Every day, or if you have any project you want to share with us, we'll be happy to present that in a future presentation. Okay.
Cool. And to your point, yes, the recording will be made available. Like, yeah, roughly an hour. Depends on because like in 4 minutes we're gonna go back to our regular scheduled jobs, and depends on our calendar. And after that is the speed of light to upload the video back in YouTube. So it's not. So give us 2 hours. It should be there. And to Florian's point, it's gonna be also like listed in the event page once it's actually sitting in YouTube. And yeah, you'll be able to see it in 720p and 1080p now, which is nice. And with this, I think that's a wrap. Wanted to thank everybody for joining us during lunchtime. Those who were not able to attend, you'll be able to play it back later on as soon as we put everything online. But I wanted to thank everyone who's joined us. Welcome, Caesar, again to the organizer team.
Thank you.
Florian, big thank you also. And yeah, no, we'll just keep an eye out for our next event. For those who are, I'm just gonna call someone out because I'm seeing the name, so don't take it personal. Michel. So Michel Lefebvre. On Thursday we have a one for Quebec City. So we'll do the same thing, mais en français. So same jokes but in French. So that's so for anybody who's like say, yeah, well, it was nice, but I would have maybe loved to have like more of like the French discussion. Like we're gonna be there. There's the same event is registered, but for in 2 days. But that's also the slides are still gonna be in English though. It's just the jokes are switching to French. But the presenters will probably be the same too, and we'll have our friend from Quebec City also like joining us. So as an FYI, if anybody wants to spread the word, they can RSVP. But with all of that, I want to thank you all again for joining us and wish you a great day. Thanks again, Florian. Thanks, Caesar. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
Thank
Stacy.
you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Caesar. Bye-bye.